Good morning. It is Tuesday, February 2nd. Hope everyone had a great weekend. What I will be working on today is hand sanding Vaudeville. So I got two of the Kydex knife transporters made, so the big two, and I had to laminate another piece of Kydex for the other ones. So I have these ready to go, hand sanding today. Hope to get edges on all four of them and hopefully get these in the post to Vaudeville. It's only 4 of the 9, but I'm at the stage where I need to get them something as soon as possible. So I'm hoping to get these completely finished today and sent out. Outside of that, I don't know that I'll have time for anything else, but if I do, I will be finishing drilling Rhett's 4 steak knives. So Gabriel's been kind enough in his shop time to do some of the preliminary drilling. These two need some more bridge holes done, and then I can start grind lines because we are trying to do a heat treat for Friday, hopefully Friday, but if not Friday, then Saturday for this week. So I have those 4 customs and this one that are already cut out. And I want to say those are the only customs in stainless that I have right now. Besides the seven neck knives are already over there, and I want to say that's everything that I have cut out for customs, at least for the next month or so. So other than that, it'll be a regular day. I've got some admin stuff to do, of course, beginning of the week. So then outside of that, it's just see what comes to the door and see what happens. Big news on some of our distribution stuff. We are getting into a couple different lines of Tajiro, and they will be here tomorrow, February 3rd. So that will be very exciting to have new Tajiros in stock, which we've only done the one initial order, but we've sold out of a couple things, and then we're getting into some other things before we get into other brands. Just kind of as a stopgap to fill the showroom some more. So that'll be very exciting. And then they have a couple brand new lines coming out in March, so then we'll be getting this order and then a second order really close to that, honestly. So super stoked by some of their new knives and then just older knives that they've had that we're now getting for the first time. So that's really cool. And Case and Kershaw folding knives are both in process. We've sent them all of our initial paperwork, and we should be seeing some movement on that this week as we pay for those initial orders and they get them shipped. So super stoked about that, bringing on a couple other folding knife brands. And Case is a great all-American made, long-standing American knife making company. Super stoked to have them coming on board. And a lot of the Kershaws we're buying, they're one of these facilities that has multiple manufacturing points. They do make a lot of their knives in the U.S., but then some of their lower end stuff is made in China. Not saying it's not a quality knife, it's just made somewhere else. So we'll see those coming in hopefully this week, if not this week, next week. So super excited about that development. And right now we're kind of in a holding pattern, waiting for the architect and the city on the shop expansion. So we'll see about that more going forward. Hopefully we hear something in the next week or so, because that'll be very exciting. And then it's planning a lot around that as well. So we'll see what happens there. Fingers crossed, and I'll see everyone tomorrow. Good morning. It is Wednesday, February 3rd, and we got all the Kydex finished on the Vaudeville knives yesterday, and we got 2 mostly hand sanded. So this one is almost done. I think he's just needing 2500 grit and then buffing, or maybe it's just buffing. So Cal is doing this one for me, and then this one is right at 600. So basically what we do is we get up to about 600, and we give this a little quick buff just to make sure we got all the scratches in there. So you can see it's nice and shiny. It'll get shinier because that's not even halfway to 2500. We didn't get a lot of other work done on these. We worked on them all day. There's just with 304 it's slow, and we were interrupted by sharpening and a couple different things. So not a whole lot of progress, but a lot of work to show. So we will continue on these and hopefully get edges on at least a couple of them later today. If we can finish all 4 and get edges on them, I'll be super stoked, because then I have the other 2 that are ready for peening, and I can get those peened and get handles on them tomorrow, and that'd be great, because then as those are are curing. I have a couple more that I still need to finish getting ground. So it's all go on Vaudeville today, tomorrow. I don't have anything else planned. We probably have one axe coming in for profiling. That'll pull me away from it for half hour or an hour or so. So we'll see about that. Otherwise, Vaudeville all day. Super stoked to finally get them some knives. We should be shipping these at latest tomorrow afternoon. That way they'll have 4 of the 9, and then we'll get going on the other ones. So there we go. That's my day, making stuff shiny. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Good morning. It's Thursday, February 4th, and we have 3 of the 4 Vaudeville knives hand sanded, buffed, and with edges on them. So what I will be doing this morning is putting the final stone edges on these 3, while Cal finishes hand sanding and buffing the 4th, which is the bread knife. And then I'll sharpen that one, serrate it, and then get that package ready and get their invoice ready to ship out. Super stoked to be able to send them knives. It's been a long time coming. So gonna get these out in the mail to them today, and then start working on the other 2 that are ready for peening, and hopefully get handles on those today as well. If I don't, then I'll be able to do it tomorrow. I also have some grinding to do on some customs. I have 5 customs that need to be in this heat treat for hopefully tomorrow, if not Saturday. So just trying to get those ready as well. So we'll see what I get done, and otherwise, have a great day. See you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Friday, February 5th, and what I will be working on today is getting this handle on Vaudeville's Hanasuki, and I have a little cleanup to do on this slicer for Vaudeville. I will then get the bolster on and then work on getting the handle on. So I hope to get both of these completely glued up today. Then I'll be able to shape them tomorrow. I did not have time to work on the grind lines that I needed to yesterday, so hopefully I can do at least part of those today or tomorrow. Because then I also have the cleaver and hunter to do for Vaudeville. I was able to finish the other 4, so the 4, they are in the post to Vaudeville. These 2 make 6, and then there's 3 more, the cleaver, the hunter, and a chef's knife. And I don't know if we have a chef's knife heat treated or not, but we will get one there if it's not. So I think there's one there. I just have to kind of go through that pile again. I kind of organized it as to what was closest to being ready. So get these 2 glued up, cleaned up, peened, handles prepped and glued up, and we're looking good for that. Then I'll look at the cleaver and the hunter and chef's knife. In other news, we got our Tajiro order in, and we are getting into a different line that they have. So we now have their DP, we're calling the budget line. So it's the same amazing steel that are on the DP series knives. You can see the DP on it, but they are with partial tang. So this is the laminate wood, they call it Paca wood. But it's a laminated veneer. So a couple great shapes. Great price points for what they are. And then we also got into, so we got our Santoku back. This was our best selling knife in the Tajiro series. So $80 Santoku. We also got a 7-inch Gyuto and a Nakiri, also for $80. Same steel, same handle, and you can see those are the ones that have the good design sticker on them. And because we sell a lot of handmade boning knives, I figured it'd be cool to get some manufactured boning knives. So they have a similar boning knife to what I make. It's not a Spanish style, it's a Japanese style chicken boning knife. So we got this one, and then this boning knife as well, which is much more of a Japanese, or they call them the triangle boning knives. There's another word for them, but we just refer to them as triangles because they're very triangle-ish. So we have 2 new boning knives in stock as well. We have more Benchmade on the way. Kershaw has been shipped, so it will be here on Tuesday, which that's very exciting as well. and we'll find out more about Case here in the next week. So that's it for me for today. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Good morning. It is Saturday, February 6th, and what I have going on today, the big thing is I will be doing a heat treat. Both Daniel and I got all of our stuff, the customs and the ones we have for stock. We got them ground and stamped and straightened and the way we want them before heat treat. So I will be doing a heat treat today. It's not huge, but it's also not tiny, so it shouldn't take all day, and I should be able to get some shaping done on Vaudeville. So I got the slicer. I had to regrind and repolish both of those before painting the bolsters on, and then I also got the handles on yesterday. Super stoked. 2 more with handles. Like I said yesterday, I have 2 more, and I do have a chef's knife, so I have the cleaver and the chef's knife that are ground. So I hope to get some shaping done on these, and then some grinding done on those 2. And if I have time, not saying I will make this ferrule for that one. That's the hardest part of this handle process. So we drill a 1/2-inch hole in the back. At this point, it's okay that that's off center because this is way too big, and it's going to come down pretty significantly anyway. So making that slot nice and tight is what will give you a nice tight gaps or no gaps at all up front. Not that you see a lot of it, but we're perfectionists and we like it to be the fit and finish to be really nice. And then I'll kind of plan the handle. I'm thinking this is OD green, olive drab, whatever you want to call it, micarta. So I'm thinking this with like some orange G10 and then some type of wood handle outside of that after that. So we'll see what I decide on that and if I have time to work on it. So that is my day and week. We will be at the Rice Village Farmers Market tomorrow. Come out and join us. It should be a gorgeous day, and have a great weekend.